So I apologize for that. I really did want to play Phas. I was like, yeah. And then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, how wonderful that that happened.
Well, it's not your fault. It's the fault of technology being technology.
Technology. True. Technology is great, but also can be very, very,
Yes.
ugh, like, man.
Yes. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
In that case, I might just go ahead and play like 60 seconds or something. Um,
Oh, what is that game? I've seen like
oh, let
someone
me.
playing it.
Okay, it's kind of a. I'm gonna. It's a post-apocalyptic, kind of like random event-based game.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
Because I've seen
gonna.
like one of my friends play, and I was like, what is like on like the Discord where it's like someone's playing this, and I was like, I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Um, I will probably just go ahead and start streaming that then. And if you want to stick around and see what it is, like, I'm
Sure.
just hang out
Yeah, I can do
here
that.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Or I guess I mean your Twitch, and I could just
oh, yeah.
check out there.
Yeah. Um, I like it a lot. I learned about it because Insim played it. So, and
Ooh.
he's a big Phas streamer, but he streams a lot of other games too. So,
Yeah.
okay, let me make sure it launches. Okay, it is launching. Let me quickly switch the one that I'm streaming to 60 seconds. Okay. Hopefully this should be working now. I have to make sure I mute the music because I think it
Uh,
tends to cause content ID claims on YouTube.
oh, interesting.
Okay, music volume's good. I think anytime I like alt tab out, it tends to go to a pause screen, which is kind of weird and I don't know how to fix that. Are you in are you in the Twitch? Do you want me to link it?
Yeah, you can link it.
Okay.
I'm on Twitch.
Okay. Twitch.tv/Kitty Clash. Okay.
Perfect. There.
Yeah, I don't have it open. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
That's okay.
Okay,
Kitty.
Kitty Clash. See if that works. I don't have the. Okay, let
Probably
me.
will.
Yeah, I think that should work. I don't have it open right now on the app because
Yes.
I like on the computer. Sorry, I don't have it
I got it. I
open
got it.
in Microsoft Edge because I didn't want it to like lag on me. Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
do a new game. I think, yeah, Apocalypse is the full experience. I think I'll
Oh.
play, maybe Ted and Fatman. I think is the basic. And you have like 60 seconds to grab items. I suck at this part because I just die all the time. Like I don't always make it back to the shelter and I keep running into things. So I have like 60 seconds to grab stuff. Okay, I for sure want to grab okay. I want the axe. Okay. Where was the axe? I don't know. Okay. Let's just, oh, she's heavy. That's right. Mary Jane takes like 3 spaces. I really should get Dolores because oops. We don't have a lot of time to get this. Okay, we want the gas mask. Okay, I'm not ready to go back in yet. I want to make sure that I get more stuff. Gosh. Did I make it? Sorry. incomprehensible.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
I only have 60 seconds. Oh, every time I tab out, it does that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have enough items to like live for very long because you actually have to have water and food to feed your people.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to give them water like every like 5 days or something, and food. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 waters, and we have like 6 food or so. And you have to feed them on day 2 of starvation and day 2 of dehydration. You have to water them. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stock supplies instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once we had a soup dinner party. Another time we needed the rifle to help our neighborhood watch in a vicious fight against raccoons. Oh, I don't think I grabbed the rifle. Luckily, some of the supplies were left untouched. Yes, we got a med kit. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Well, looky here. One of us must have hid this inside the suitcase a while ago. It was so lucky we took that suitcase. So we got the lock. So the lock is used for defending against bandits.
Okay,
Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Oh, I don't think we have a radio. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. So none of them need anything right now.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. We can't go on an expedition yet. It is very difficult to prepare for unforeseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make a lot of sense. We can't say we were prepared for what happened. Oh, so we have a lot of like food and water, but we don't have a lot of items, which are used for like a lot of the random events. Like we do have the lock, we have the med kit, we have the gas mask, we have the suitcase, and we have the axe. What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Ted seems to be doing all right, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Blah, blah, despite the dire circumstances, they seem to be doing fine. None of them are hungry yet. I think I might prepare for an expedition since we have the gas mask. Oh no, we don't have a map. What's that sound? A galloping horse. We rushed to the door and were greeted by 2 men, dressed like they'd come from a medieval fair. We identified the source of the sound. One of them was holding 2 rocks and hitting them against each other constantly, while the other was skipping and pretending to be a rider. They said they're looking for some antique cup, but they'd got lost, and they would be most grateful if we would let them check out our map, provided we have one. And we don't have one, so
yeah.
we can't do that.
How many days have you done?
I'm not entirely sure. I know that I've survived a few times. I think I did eventually get to like a mad scientist ending where Dolores and Mary Jane lived after everyone else in the shelter was dead once.
Okay.
So, although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so they're only just thirsty, so I don't have to water them yet. Okay, I want to send Timmy out because he's good at expeditions. The suitcase lets you use more than 1 item. Otherwise, you can only bring 1 item out. And I need to get him the gas mask or else he'll get sick. Send him out with some soup and water, maybe. I don't know what really happens when I send him with stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, I know there are certain items that you give him. Like, you give him the gas mask to avoid getting sick. You give him, like, an axe if there are raiders out. But I don't really know what happens if I send him with food and water. Okay, Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. Okay, they are on day 1 of dehydration, so let me just, what I like to do is I like to open a notepad and say, okay, What I like to do is I open Notepad and I write down like Ted, Dolores. Actually, what order do they appear? It's like Ted, Dolores, MJ, Timmy, and then I'll say like water or food after that, so that way I don't accidentally starve them. Since this is their first day of dehydration, we don't have to water them till tomorrow.
Water it. Yeah.
Oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we're going, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Knocking? Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. We need to give them all water.
Ooh.
Okay. And I don't have to water them tomorrow since I watered them today. I don't have cards. This is where I'm like, I don't have a lot of the other items which are needed for random events. We didn't think we would get a chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on our door today. 2 cans of food. We win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Are we going to do it? We can't. So. And then my people are slowly starting to get more disheveled. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Okay, and he's just plain hungry. Okay. Oh, mutated rodents are attacking our supplies. We're not sure if they're rats, feral bunnies, or just mutated hamsters. All of these options are pretty grim. We could use spare ammunition or something else to get rid of every one of these pests. We don't have the guns, so I'll use the axe.
The axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. He's just plain hungry. Oh, we were never huge fans of mushrooms, but even a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've... but with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? So, this can give us food, but it can make us sick. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Do it.
Okay.
Save every little scrap. Gotta save everything.
Oh, they didn't get sick. Okay.
Hey! Haha, yes! Yes.
Those were delicious. Our only concern is that they were glowing in the dark. And now... and now we are too, for that matter. Ted is no longer hungry. So they're just plain thirsty. So I don't need to water them today. Oh! I think this is for a specific ending. This will start us on a path for an ending. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to answer it. Yeah, I'll send Mary Jane, I think. I don't think that event ever kills anyone. So.
Oh, okay.
When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We'd started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Okay, so they're just hungry and we'll water them on day 10. Wait, what? Breathe calmly. 1, 2, 3. That's better. Don't panic. Don't panic. We need to open the door this instant or we're all gonna die. Open the door.
Huh?
Do you want to open the door or not?
I think they're just having a panic attack. No.
Okay, because I think if you open the door, you can get radiation sickness this early. So.
Yeah. No.
Okay. And none of them have gotten none of them are crazy yet, so it's possible for your people to go like to go, like, have sanity issues.
Oh.
Keeping the door closed was the right thing to do, but the tensions are rising in our tiny little shelter. Okay, day 10, so I think we need to water them all today. This is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup, they're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back, and they are bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time to wage war on these spiders. We're not gonna waste the medkit on this because the medkit is needed if people get sick. So let's just not
deal with the spiders.
Yeah, we're just gonna have spiders. They're gonna just live here for now. Oh, Timmy's back.
Oh my gosh.
We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. So he brought the gas mask back. Perfect. During our expedition, we stumbled across a half-ruined wall with some half-burnt painting on it. We quickly realized we found the ruins of our local museum. Normally, we would never enter an establishment like that without a ticket, but desperate times call for desperate measures. We jumped over the turnstile without looking back. The half-ruined wall is all that's left of the main corridor. Some paintings are still hanging, but they're almost unrecognizable. At the end of the corridor, we found a museum guard sitting on a chair, or at least something that used to be a museum guard. Oh, we found some ammo in his pocket, or at least something that used to be his pocket. So we got some ammo. Darn it! We really like that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Oh, that's bad. That means we lost the suitcase, and all he came back with was ammo. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Day 11. Okay, we need to feed him tomorrow. Dang. Yeah, okay, we'll just feed him tomorrow. Ted needs fed tomorrow. He seems to need food more than everyone else.
Yes.
Who am I gonna send out next? I might just wait for Timmy to actually, I probably should send people out, because if I don't, yeah, actually we'll just feed him and send him out. So if I don't send people out, he's gonna get hungry. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two, which we can't do because we don't have a radio. And the radio is needed to unlock like a certain ending, so we can't get that ending. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Okay. Dolores has barely any strength left. Okay. So how are you still starving? I thought I fed you. Let's just feed everyone.
You're a little greedy.
Yeah. We're gonna send Ted out with the gas mask. Okay, none of them are like... Okay. Timmy will need water soon, but... Okay, so none of them will need food or anything yet. Okay. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. I thought I fed all of you.
Oh, man.
Okay, we'll feed those two tomorrow. Water. Yeah, water Timmy. Feed, water. I'm gonna wait to do it till second day of starvation and thirst. Because otherwise we just run out of supplies too quick and we won't make it into the late game.
Yeah.
Oh, there are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know? Sometimes I accidentally end up like starving or dehydrating my people to death. We played Truth or Dare when it turned out we only kept asking questions, and the most common was, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that was enough hints for now. Okay, so I said, feed Dolores, feed MJ, water Timmy. Feed, water. Okay, so tomorrow we'll need to water her. Mary Jane is going to need water tomorrow. And Timmy won't need anything tomorrow. Okay. We were sure we'd look through our supplies carefully, but Mary Jane spotted something all of us missed. A seed! A plant seed! We should plant it to see what happens, but we need a bottle of water for that. I think I will do that.
Yeah,
Do it.
do it.
Here goes nothing. Soil, seeds, water. We'll see what happens in a few days' time. Let's just hope these seeds don't turn into some useless flower. Mary Jane seems optimistic, though. Okay. I'm supposed to water Dolores and water MJ. Okay. Dehydrated, hungry, dehydrated. Okay, so none of them will need anything tomorrow. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military, which we can't do because we don't have a radio. Someone's at the door. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside, waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. What do you mean Timmy's diet needs food? Hungry.
Oh,
hungry. Okay, we'll feed Timmy tomorrow since he's on first day of starvation. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player and who had probably never heard a trumpet player in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merry men enter. Oh crap. Let me see. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 items. Do we want to risk this? So what they do is they steal from the rich and they give to the poor. Should we let them in?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna do it. We have 4 items, so they might take from us. Yes! They gave us a radio. We have a radio. So, because we were dirt poor and didn't have very much, they gave us stuff instead of stealing from us.
Yay!
Those merry folks were very kind. They noticed we didn't have a radio and so offered us one. When we asked where they got it from, they said the 1%. Okay, we need to feed him today. Okay, so he's just thirsty, hungry. Okay, so none of them need anything tomorrow. It's difficult to keep track of time down here, but at least we remembered it's Timmy's birthday today. He's growing so fast. We should get him something every boy wants for his... Which birthday is this again? I want cake. Oh, I feel bad. We don't have a handbook. We don't have a checkerboard, but we do have a med kit. Should we give it to him or should we save it?
Oh. Sorry, Timmy. This birthday, you're getting nothing.
Okay. Sorry, Timmy. I'm sorry. You got tomato soup for your birthday.
Exactly. That's all you're getting.
Ted is alive. Ted is alive now.
Oh my gosh, he looks like a wreck.
Yeah. Time to grow up, Timmy. This ain't Kansas anymore, and Santa doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Rude. Okay, he did bring back, Ted brought back the gas mask.
Yes, perfect.
If we had to pick our favorite day of the week, it would be Saturday. Before the bombings, Saturday was a time of relaxing and joy, like bribing Mary Jane with cookies so she stopped playing the tuba, gossiping about the neighbors, and of course bowling. Looks like the bowling alley is still standing. Yabba dabba doo! The bar didn't have much to offer. Some rotten salads, a bunch of burnt peanuts, and for some reason, a cowboy hat. We were happy to find a secret stash of soup cans under some rubble. Oh, so he brought back food. Yes! Desperate times call for desperate measures, so we weren't surprised to see that someone placed some water bottles instead of bowling pins at the end of the lane. We were sorry to ruin their setup, but we really need that water. The venue had its own game room where you could relax after... Oh, if only we had that sooner. Relax after running around with huge, heavy balls. Most of the games were missing or damaged, but we found a decent checkerboard with almost all the pieces. Guaranteed hours of fun. Plus checkerboard. We spotted some sort of vehicle just down the street, but couldn't get a good enough look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will prove more fruitful.
Alright.
Okay, he just got back, so we'll feed him. Dolores will need food tomorrow. Okay. Mary Jane will need food. Timmy will need water. Because we have all the people in there, I have to be really rationing with this stuff. I don't really know if I want to send them out yet. Because the thing is, the more times you go out, the greater chance of raiders like following you back.
Ooh. Yeah, no.
So I think I'm gonna stop sending them out for the moment. We were visited by a young woman today. She's on a mission to rescue her twin brother, who went missing after he challenged a local bandit leader for a duel. She said they've been observing us for a while, and they were hoping to visit us together eventually, but then her brother went missing. She asks that we help her reunite with her brother and promises we will not regret it. Who should I send out?
Interesting.
We could send Ted, Dolores, Mary Jane, or Timmy. Who do you want to send?
Oh, I have no idea.
None of them are like literally dying. Let's send Ted. That was some gunfire. The woman quickly called a group of friends, and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the last twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence, trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the group quickly tended to his injuries, and he'll be just fine. Well, I mean, in the post-apocalypse, I think like losing a hand is being not very fine, but the siblings think us 100 times and said they would definitely contact us again. Okay, I said today that I need to food, MJ and Dolores, water Timmy. Okay, he's just tired. Okay, she's going to need water tomorrow.
I'm so sorry. I think I gotta go now.
Okay.
But it was fun playing games with you.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a great rest of your stream too.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gabby. Have a great day.
Of course. You too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I need to... Okay, feed Mary Jane tomorrow. MJ is going to need water tomorrow. And Timmy is going to need nothing tomorrow. I don't think I want to go out on an expedition again yet. Oh, we felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui in our... Sorry, is really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. We don't have either the gun or the flashlight, so I can't do that. Okay, day 20. Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever is behind that door will have to stay there. We also stack some furniture against it, just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Okay. So today I need to water Dolores and water Mary Jane. So it'll be tomorrow I'll need to water Ted. Dolores is only hungry. So we'll just have to water Ted tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really want to send them out right now. Oh gosh, and I can't actually do that. Someone paid us a visit today. It was an overly cheerful, red-haired woman, accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type, who was probably her guard. She told us she was a trader, and eagerly showed us the items she'd brought along. And I don't have, like, I just don't have, the book or the gun, and I wouldn't trade those items for those items, typically. Oh, look at that plant in the corner. It was hard to turn her down because of that damn cheerfulness, but we did it anyway. The woman seemed a bit disappointed and tried to offer us schematics for some weird gun. We turned that down too. It's not like we have any tools around here anyway. I need to water him today. Hungry. Okay, and tomorrow I'll need to feed Timmy. Okay, it seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. I don't really want to attract bandits yet. Mary Jane's plant is growing very fast as a bamboo. But it's not bamboo. We can tell it has some form of vegetables or fruit on its branches. Maybe it's worth eating them today? I think so, because I think there's a chance that if you don't cut it down, it like has some bad thing happen. Oh, she looks, they look a bit more tired now. Or like, disheveled. Good call with that plant. Oh, 4 soup? 4 soup? Oh my gosh, maybe we can feed Ted with that. Good call with the plant. We were able to procure 4 cans worth of food from it. The glow seems to give it extra nutritional value. Plus 4 food. Okay, we need to feed Timmy today. Starvation, thirsty. Okay, tomorrow we need to feed MJ. Dolores will need fed tomorrow too. I don't really want to send them out. Ooh, kitty! We get the kitty! A sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just 1 can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? Of course! It's a cat! It's gonna give us a cat. Meow! It's Sherakov. It's Sherakov. It's little baby Sherakov. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to just be an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sherakov. Is that its name? -1 food. Yeah, I need to, I think it was gonna be feed Dolores, feed MJ. So tomorrow will be feed Ted. Thirsty, and water to me. I don't really want to send people out yet. Ooh, as long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety, instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Well, let's do it since we have the radio now. Come on, Kitty's sitting on the checkerboard. We made contact. The military is out there, and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. Okay, and I need to feed Ted and water Timmy. Okay. Starving, thirsty. So Dolores will need to be watered. MJ will need to be watered tomorrow. Thirsty. Oh, and Timmy will need to be fed. What's that glowing in your pocket, Timmy? Oh no! Mutated ants! Their terrifying little mandibles almost gave Dolores a heart attack. She wants them out, but Timmy says it's the beginning of an atomic ant farm. One of them has to have it their way, but who? Dolores? Because why do we want an atomic ant farm? Timmy reluctantly agreed to get rid of the insects, but once they escaped his pocket, they proved rather hostile. One even bit his finger. Let's keep our distance in case Timmy decides to mutate and grow a mandible overnight. Okay. I think I'm supposed to water, feed. Water, feed. Okay. So Ted will need water tomorrow. Dolores doesn't need food. She's just dehydrated. Needs just that. Ted and Mary Jane have been butting heads lately. Today, they got into an argument about movie characters. Specifically, who would win in an ultimate battle? Snow White, Seven Dwarfs, or a group of wasteland bandits? It's a tricky one for sure. The debate is heated. Who will come out on top? I don't know. Who said what? I guess the Wasteland Bandits? Which is which, though? I'll just say Mary Jane. Oh, who's knocking? Knocking at the door. Mary Jane objectively won the debate with the sheer volume of her voice. A few hours into the shouting, Ted was begging her to stop, complaining about a nauseating headache. Mary Jane was satisfied. Ted, less so. So I'm supposed to water Ted today. Hydrated. Okay, tomorrow we need to feed him. Tomorrow we need to feed Dolores. Traveling salesman paid us a visit today. He introduced himself as Willie. Apparently, business can do well even after the end of the world. 1, 2. I don't think we're gonna do a change here, because I think we need items more than resources right now. Meow. That salesman was very friendly, but he didn't have anything that was of interest to us. Okay. Today I'm supposed to feed Ted and feed Dolores. It's just fatigued, starving. Tomorrow we need to feed MJ. Cherikov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we noticed something else on its collar. It seems to be a metal plate with an address on it, and it's not far. Should we take a quick trip and see what's there? No. Kitty needs to stay here. Kitty is a welcome addition to our shelter. We don't want to find Kitty's home. Knocking again. The cat made a choice to stay here, and we'll respect it. Truth be told, if the previous owner cared about the cat at all, they wouldn't have let it run away. Maybe they weren't very good people. Maybe they weren't very alive after the nuke dropped. Huh. Either way, very careless. Let's see. I think I'm supposed to feed MJ today. So fatigued. Starvation, thirsty. Tomorrow we need to water Timmy. We were happy to open the door today and see some friendly faces. The siblings are asking for our help yet again. They decided that a small tent is not fit to house their group anymore and decided to start building a small camp. They could use anything and anybody they can get, mainly for constructing houses. Yeah, why not? We have the axe. Thankfully, it asked for something we actually have. Oh, she looks more worse for wear, if possible. Hi, kitty. We got a few splinters, but the work is done. We even had some fun. It was almost like building that treehouse in our backyard all over again. The group and their leaders appreciated our help and said they would definitely let us know when the whole thing is finished so we can come and visit them. While playing in the shelter, Sherikov stumbled upon a small wooden box that was hidden behind some loose bricks. It contained some useless memorabilia and a can of old bug spray. Kitty is so helpful. Yes, I know my people want food and water. Okay, we need to water Timmy today. Fatigued, hungry, thirsty. Fatigued, hungry. We need to water Dolores tomorrow. Then water MJ tomorrow. So he's just fatigued, hungry, thirsty, fatigued, dehydrated. Okay. And then we also need to feed Timmy tomorrow. Mary Jane is pulling Timmy's hair and calling him a radioactive poopy bot, while Timmy is furiously kicking her shins, insisting she's a mutant booger. Madness. Nobody knows what set this off, but one of the kids must be in the right. Right? But which one? I don't know. Let's just say Timmy. Because Mary Jane's older and should know better, I guess. What? Oh, that's a harmonica. That was a harmonica. Okay. Sorry, that startled me. Mary Jane is older and should know better. She was pacified, although not without a fight. Guilt-ridden Timmy admitted they fought because he stole his sister's harmonica. He returned it, and things are quiet once again. For now. So we have +1 harmonica here. Okay. Let's see. I need to water Dolores, water Mary Jane, feed to me. Water, feed. Okay. So tomorrow, okay, he will need, Ted's gonna need water tomorrow. Dolores is not, she's just hungry. She's just hungry. And he does not need anything, so it's just water tomorrow for Ted. Actually, let's water him. Since it's day 30. That might make it easier to keep track of. Okay, it's tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. That's not something we're looking forward to. I hear the radio static. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Okay. Starving. So let's just feed the first 3 tomorrow. We're running low on water. Feed. Just fatigued. Hear that? No, because no one is talking. Not a word in hours. Not at all. We can't just stare at the walls. We need to do something about this. Okay, let's use the radio. How fortunate we took the radio with us. Didn't we get that from the Merrymen? We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Okay, and I'm supposed to feed the first 3. Fatigued, starving, starving, and he's just thirsty. I really definitely need to, if we don't get the twins setting soon, we're gonna have to send someone out. The holes in our bunker walls aren't just big enough for rats. They can easily fit a cat. We noticed that Cherokov has been sneaking outside every other night and coming back in the morning. Maybe it found something edible nearby and likes to go out for a midnight snack. If that's the case, we want in on this plan. Should we follow it the next time it goes outside? No, we need to respect Kitty. Respect the cat. Oh, the radio's on. Our friendship with Cherokov is still fresh and fragile. Following it on its private excursions might break its trust. We want it to feel safe and welcome in our shelter. Plus, it keeps coming back. Clearly, it can take care of itself. There's nothing to worry about. And today I'm supposed to not give any of them anything. So, fatigued, thirsty, hungry. Fatigued, thirsty, hungry. Fatigued, thirsty, hungry. Fatigued, dehydrated, starving. Water and feed Timmy tomorrow. We're able to catch the military broadcast again. This time, they're asking us to get out with a flashlight and signal to their plane after it gets dark. If all goes well, they'll be able to find us. Sounds like we'll be leaving soon. We don't have the flashlight, so we are soft locked out of the military ending. The signal has to wait. Besides... Oh, that's an airplane sound. Besides, do they even know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy! Especially after it was wiped out! Okay, we need to feed and water him today. Okay. Dehydrated, dehydrated, dehydrated. Hungry, hungry, hungry. So we'll just water all the first 3 tomorrow. We are definitely starting to run low on water. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Timmy. Because he's fed and watered. We might have made Timmy sick. Ooh, we got a gun. When we opened the safe, we heard a loud bang, and the room filled with thick, nasty smoke that smelled of rotten eggs. The bastard booby-trapped the safe. Sure, it slowed us down, but it didn't stop us from taking his most prized possessions. Take that, Ned. Too bad we won't ever get the stench off our clothes now. And the thing is, like, sometimes it has, like, something like a cards in the safe, so I'm glad that it actually has something that, like, makes sense to be a prized possession to keep in a safe. Like, usually people keep guns in safes, I think, to keep them, like, out of kids' hands. So take that, Ned. Too bad we won't ever get the stench off our clothes now. So Timmy is now sick. Yeah. So fatigued. Okay, what did I say I was gonna do today? Water the first 3. Starving, starving, starving. So tomorrow it'll be feed, feed, feed. And Timmy is just sick. We welcomed a probably crazy alleged scientist into our shelter today. Turns out, Cherokov is not only an incredibly ill-mannered pet, how rude! How rude! But also the scientist's highly valued assistant, whom he calls Dr. Cherokov. The cat's disappearance has left the doc struggling with his latest project. He expects us to help him out as compensation for keeping his helper away. The cat didn't care. It clearly wants to stay. The doc might be really crazy, but his knowledge is something that can help us out in the long run. No, we're not gonna help you. We're not gonna help you, meanie. The cat is ours. Aw, see how peaceful Kitty is? Ted looks very weak. Okay. Feed, feed, feed. Okay, starving, starving, starving. Be fatigued, sick. I don't want to waste the med kit yet. But otherwise I have to feed him like all the time. Yeah, let's feed him. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yes. I mean, what happens if we do versus if we don't? The radio? We approached the hole cautiously and peeked inside. What happened next nearly gave us a heart attack. Some crazed rodent, a reptile or whatever this crazy mad creature was, leapt out and started jumping all over the damn shelter. It was everywhere. We couldn't catch it. Before we could do anything, it pushed our radio off the table and went back in the hole it crawled from. We never saw it again. -1 radio. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He does not look well. What is this a drawing of? It looks like someone has... So this looks like it's someone carrying a knife with blood falling out of it, and it's like they just stabbed someone. Why is that what the stick creature is of? I mean, hopefully it's something else, but... Hungry, fatigued, hungry, fatigued, hungry, fatigued, fatigued, hungry, sick. Let's feed them. I think there's a chance that if you feed people, they eventually can get unsick. The cat wandered out of the shelter and returned with a small note from the crazy scientist, urging us to help him with his next project. He's building some sort of vehicular contraption, but gave us no details. He only wrote that if all goes well, we can use this device to get out of the wasteland. The doc told us to start stockpiling for the trip, starting with several bottles of water. No. I'm not giving you water. We don't have water. Is it the twins? Ted is hungry. Okay. Fatigued, hungry, fatigued, hungry, fatigued, hungry. Just plain thirsty. Fatigued, sick. Let's water him tomorrow. The friendly survivor group is back, and this time with some good news. They succeeded in building a small, cozy camp. People are starting to move in, and between them there are quite a few children. Some of these kids get in trouble way too often, getting lost between the ruins while playing tag. The group is looking for any toys or games that would help keep the kids safe and entertained. Yeah, let's do the checkerboard, because I think we might need the harmonica in case of bandits. Oh! It's like the checker sound. Thankfully, we had entertainment to give him. I don't think we brought either the checkerboard or the harmonica to the shelter, did we? I think we got them from expeditions. Even playing with an incomplete set of checkers is a better choice for these kids than playing hide and seek in the radioactive wasteland. Or maybe the other way around? The group was grateful, and we're sure their children will be too. We hope to see our friends again soon and find out more about their new camp life. -1 checkers. Okay, today wait, I was supposed to water Timmy. Yeah. Dehydrated. So we'll water all tomorrow. Sorry, water first 3. Yeah. Let's just give him water. We're about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. It seems to be a trader who is very interested in ammunition. How about that? Yeah, why not? More knocking at the door. We handed the ammunition to the stranger, and he offered us something of true value in return. A working radio! Yes, we have a working one! -1 ammo, +1 radio. That's right, I'm supposed to water them today. Okay, water. Oh, we are running low on water. Starving, so we'll need to feed them tomorrow. I really hope we get the twins ending really soon because we can only afford to water them one more time. Let's give you the med kit because I think we're gonna have to send Timmy out. I think we will have to send Timmy out if we don't. This guy is a bit too nutty, even by our standards. We'll hold on to our supplies for now. We can always change our minds later. He's starving, starving, starving. Because we can only afford to feed water 3 more people. So as soon as we water, again, we're gonna have to send someone out. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was a note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Let's not take a look inside. I think it can make us sick. I think it gives food, not water. It's pretty simple. We don't know where it comes from. We cannot trust it. There's no way we're taking this gift. We left it outside. Maybe some cockroach will want it. The kind of cockroach that enjoys ties, an occasional cigar, and of course leather suitcases. So we have 3 days before we have to... We're dead. Let's prepare for an expedition. Yeah, let's talk to him. We're gonna send him out, I think. We have to. Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Okay, hungry, fatigued. Okay, tomorrow we need to... Let's just go ahead and feed her. Fatigued, hungry, thirsty, fatigued, thirsty, starvation. We have to. Unless the twins literally come, like... I need to figure out which of them I'm gonna save. Because they're gonna die. Just feed them. Because one of them dies tomorrow. We're able to catch the military broadcast again. No, we can't do that. One of our people's gonna die tomorrow. Unless it's the twins. Unless the twins come back, we're dead. The signal has to wait. Besides, do they even know how much flashlight batteries cost, especially in this economy? We're watering the parents. Mary Jane's dead. Sorry. Mary Jane's dead. The twins didn't come soon enough. The doc is getting on our nerves a bit. Sure, we promised we'd get him some supplies, but it's so hard to give them up. They're worth their weight in gold, or soup cans, whatever the currency is these days. When Mary Jane found out she's not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified right now. The thing is, we're so close to saving everyone, but the twins took too long. Yeah, I don't have anything to keep us busy. Oh, looks a little bit out of it. Dolores no longer talks to us. Earth to Dolores, can you hear us? We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it. But what about the children? The children are gone. One of them's out there trying to find water because if we don't get water, we die. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't the Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians, which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners, and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. So Dolores is having some sanity issues. Why does it look like someone's holding a gun at their head? Yeah, let's just give them food. Yes. It's gotta be the twins ending, right? And Himmy's back. Yes, we have 3 people survive. 3 of us survived when we were literally about to die. Like if we didn't, on day 51, if we didn't have water, we'd be dead. So, the end. I'm so sad that we didn't save Mary Jane though. I wanted to save Mary Jane. For so long, we thought the world has really turned into a cruel, unforgiving, and hopeless place. But today, our views on it were challenged when the siblings and a few other people from their group visited us with an invitation to come live with them in their freshly built, fully functional camp. If only they'd come a little sooner. Maybe I should have traded one of those items for water a while ago. Oh well. This is our chance to have a normal life again, being between friendly and good people, taking care of each other during the good and the bad, and uniting together against the evils of the wasteland. This is an emotional moment for us, and a time to leave our dark but cozy shelter on a way to a brighter future. Farewell, our humble little home. We're starting a new life today. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Plus 1 harmonica. We spotted an unknown group of people scavenging in our neighborhood. They had a lot of bags and backpacks, too many even. They were really busy and didn't notice when one of their backpacks went missing, with a little help from us. The sound of glass, oh, and we had water too. The sound of glass hitting glass while running with a backpack could only mean one thing. Water. So, if only we had 1 more water, like we could have saved MJ too. At the bottom of the backpack, maybe I should have sent him out sooner. Underneath a dozen or so pieces of women's underwear, we found a first aid kit. We thought this dark alley with supplies neatly stacked at the end looked promising, but to our complete surprise, it was an ambush. A bandit came out of nowhere, trying to intimidate us with a rifle and some really bad breath. Both aimed in our direction. We panicked, tossed something at him, and made a run for it. The harmonica we threw him hit him right in the forehead, knocking him unconscious. The harmonica we threw hit him right in the forehead, knocking him unconscious. But we brought the harmonica back. Plus 1 scout book. The vehicle down the street looked like someone's work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could the owner be? We've kept our distance for the time being, but we may want to take a closer look in the future. This could potentially be our ticket out of here. Dolores is clearly giving into the madness. We wish we could stop it. Well, 3 of us survived. I think what we have to do, really, if we have that many, is the problem is, like, sending Timmy out early was important. That was necessary in order to avoid going through her supplies too quick. But I think the other issue is we should have been sending him out more, just because if we have 4 people in the shelter, we go through supplies very quickly. So we lost 1 of our people, but we had 3 survive. The end. Day 1, all of us are safe. Day 3, the knights who say. Day 6, winter takes it all. Day 7, beast fight. Day 8, alternative diet. Day 9, an unexpected call. Day 10, let us out. Day 11, Spider-Man. Day 11, fighter ants. Fine arts. Fine arts. Day 15, you reap what you sow. Day 16, missed radio communications. Day 17, call the sheriff. Day 18, strike. Day 9, I think you get more random events if you don't do as many expeditions though. Day 19, reunited. Day 21, wasteland supply. Day 22, fresh eats. Day 23, it's out of the bag. So the cat. Day 24, made contact with the military. Day 25, atomic ant farm. Day 27, traders be trading. Oh, I should have done stuff with a trader. one of the times I think we had the option where maybe I could have sold something for water, but it might have screwed me out of it ending though. Day 28, following the trail. Day 29, and my axe. Day 29, small treasure. Day 30, boogers. Day 32, silent is the grave. Day 33, runaway. Was that when Mary Jane left? No, she left way more recent than that. Day 34, missed the army plane. Day 35, is Ned safe? Day 35, the dock. Day 37, something smells worse than us. Day 39, the fun factor. Day 40, every bullet counts. Day 42, what's in the box? Day 45, missed the army plane again. Day 46, thirst drove Mary Jane away. So we lost her on day 46 because we would have had to feed her on day 2 of dehydration on day 45. Day 47, we can hear things. Day 47, Dolores is insane. So basically, I think what we run out of quickest is water because people need water every 5 days. And if you're watering 4 people every 5 days, you run out quick. Yeah, because that's like 5. Yeah. So you have to have like 1 water for every 5 days. We can hear things. Dolores is insane. Day 47, we can hear things. Dolores goes insane. Day 48, language lesson. Day 49, pitch perfect. Day 49, stealing from the thieves. Day 49, a new beginning. So we got the twins ending. But hey, we survived with 3 people and a cat, so that's pretty good. Days survived, 49. Water consumed, 8. So yeah. Soup consumed, 9.25. Times defended my shelter, 0, because if you do less expeditions, you have less risk of bandits. Successful expeditions, 3 of 3. Items brought from expeditions, 11. No decisions, 4. Yes decisions, 8. So yeah, that was 60 seconds. We managed to survive with 3 people, which is more than it has been sometimes. I think this might be my personal record of most people who actually got out of the shelter in one run. So yeah, thank you so much for checking out my stream and for watching me play 60 Seconds Reatomized. I hope you all have a great day. Bye!